Hey, you're back again, I see. This time we're going to go to custom scav running. Not gonna lie, I honestly did not expect this to be as lucrative as I thought for a 10-minute run, but hey, I'm not complaining. Honestly, this run was pretty amazing off of one particular part that you're gonna see here momentarily. They've added this area in customs, and to be honest, not many people go there. Now here to the right, Red Barn, there's definitely some loot there. Not really worth it for the time it'll take, so I'm just going to skim forward to the action. Don't we all wish we could run this fast? Alright, so basically what I'm trying to do is avoid players. That's my best bet. The time still has quite a bit in customs, so here we go. Here I'm an on-priest because kind of starting to get in more of the high-risk areas. Obviously, I'm not going to kill a scav unless I saw like a big backpack or something on him. In this case, not really worth it. Neither one has anything of value. So what I do like to do is just make sure I don't hear anything, and then I'll start sprinting to the next spot, which here I'm going to check the scav. Now, most of the time, the unknown scav is what I like to call it. Doesn't really yield much of anything, to be completely honest. But every now and again you'll get lucky and get something like paracord or something very useful. Now this building right here that was just added recently is probably the best building to hit, and no one hits it. It's insane. So here we go to the first bit. You're just going to see duffel bag looting, jacket looting, nothing crazy. I mean, just the normal stuff. Always check your jackets. Always, 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 because that right there can happen. And that right there just made the run relatively lucrative. I don't know if anything spawns in that key rack, but I always check, because things can change every fight. Just checking meds. Over here you're going to have meds. Of course, the med box. I thought I saw something on the ground. Clearly didn't. Now, this is what I mean by no one checks this stuff. Like, I don't hear anyone, I don't see anyone, it's just completely empty. So I'm going to basically search every room here and maximize potential. So here you're going to see different mods. You can get suppressors, sights, pretty much anything can spawn there. Never found a reap, but you never know. Once again, I like to check outside. I thought that was something up there. Clearly wasn't. Jackets, once again. You never know. Jackets are so lucrative, and they don't get searched nearly enough after the first bit of white. Now, I didn't check that duffel bag back there. I could have. The problem is it was a little bit too close to that window that I like. I guess I could have technically started looting and then laid down or go prone. But ultimately, really, it's just one duffel bag. Hopefully it didn't have paracord. Rip my dreams. So, FCON, there we go. There's another 35k. Right here, this scav, not many people check. There can be a luxury item that spawns right beside him. It's hard to get him, which is why I think a lot of people don't assume you can loot him. In that case, he didn't have anything. Now, this is one of the most important parts out of this building. Right here, on this table, where this dollars are at, an intelligence folder can spawn. You can always check the drawers. I generally skip them, just not worth my time in my opinion. All throughout here, on any of these tables, can spawn meds. So you're going to see I got an augment, there's another 10k. Anywhere here, you can find pills, morphine. Actually, this is one of the best spots to get morphine, especially early white. It's gonna be your best friend when it comes to trying to find your morphine quest. I mean, you can get Salewas in there as well, so that knocks out 2 of your quests. I would recommend searching that room, especially if you have those 2 quests, but especially if you're trying to avoid PvP. Now, I mainly play solo, so I avoid PvP when I'm on my scav run, if I'm low on funds, If I'm not, I'll just run in, go to factory or custom sometimes because there is more PvP, but generally when you're scavving, it's because you're trying to make money. At least that's how I view it. So here I'm essentially just trying to make a total gas station. The building over there to the left is extremely lucrative, the one right there where Scav Ball spawns. That being said, it's probably not the best place to go. A lot of people like to camp it. Snipers, and of course Ball Scav could potentially kill you, so just not worth. Now, up here, I try to be a little bit stealthier. I'm not trying to give away my position. People like to camp on this other side of this wall. That being said, if they're camping, they're probably not going to make noise, but you never know. So double check left, and then check right, and then check left again. Nothing, then we're good. Now, this is the next part. Call this the gifting tree. You can get all kinds of things. You can get anywhere between mods or rigs, backpacks. I've seen just about anything spawn there. It's very, very, very useful. Now here I'm using my Tashanka. I'm already done this quest. Obviously, if you haven't, keep that Tashanka. I'm just trying to work on my metabolism at this point. Just make scav running a little bit easier if you're trying to go in for a longer raid. Now, at total, I think this was like a 7-minute run. I'm right by the extraction. I can extract at any point in time. I'm just trying to work on my metabolism, like I said, maximize that skill. Now, there's one last place, or two last things you can loot here. There's a duffel bag, or not a duffel bag, med bag, sorry. And there's a stash, which is behind me. These are the last two things. If your bag is not as full, I would recommend probably just getting out and resetting, because the items that you have on you is going to be most likely worth it alone. So whatever items you obtained plus the items that you have on. So there we go, I got a Pastelli mask, which is also pretty rare, so that's another big one. Stashes are just amazing. Like I said, customs, I feel like a lot of people run them. It's one of Pastelli's favorite maps for stash running, so a lot of people have seen that and kind of caught on. And that pretty much wraps up this episode. I'll go ahead and total up everything for you guys. And as you can see, it was a pretty quick run. Ultimately, very limited risk to none. As you see, I heard maybe one player that entire time shooting his gun off in the distance. It's the best way to do it in my opinion. Thanks so much for watching the video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you guys want to be notified for the next video that I post. Hit me up in the comments if there's anything at all that you want to see that maybe I haven't covered yet. I'm trying to cover as much as I can on these maps with scav runs. Then I'm going to get into some other things like guides on certain quest items, where you can get them, or the best spots that I've found. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.